First of all, I'm making a Monkey D Luffy costume. Okay, my sister talked some sense into me. I'm gonna do a prototype. I know. And just for fun, this is what it looks like currently. I look like Doug Dimmadome. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm making a Halloween costume inspired by Luffy from One Piece. So I'm making mine inspired by the live action One Piece that Netflix released recently. I've never seen the anime, but I loved the live action and I knew that that's what I wanted my Halloween costume to be. So yeah, this tutorial has 3 different components. So there's the vest that I made myself, the hat that I also made myself, and the pants that I just upcycled. So if you wanted to do this for Halloween, I know Halloween is getting close, you could try to do all 3. You could just make the vest, upcycle the other pieces, you could just, or thrift the other pieces, you could just make the hat and get the other pieces. So pretty much whatever you want to do, but I really hope that you like this video. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my social medias, and let's get into it. Okay, in this week's video, I'm making a Halloween costume. This will probably be going up very close to Halloween, but there are different aspects of this. Well, first of all, I'm making a Monkey D Luffy costume. So Monkey D Luffy is a character from the anime One Piece, and recently Netflix came out with the live action and I watched it. I've never seen the anime, but I really liked the live action, so that's who I wanted to be for Halloween. So this tutorial is gonna have 3 components. For the pants, I think I'm gonna do like a capri length. I thought about doing shorts as well. I don't really know yet. But I just thrifted a pair of pants and I'm gonna fray the ends for that. I'm going to make the vest, so I'm going to get ready and start making that. I'm gonna do a prototype. I know. And then for the hat, I am planning on making a straw hat using foam. So I'm gonna put up this girl's video where she makes rave hats using foam, and for the hat, I feel like there's 2 options. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet, where I could either paint it to try to make it look like straw, but I don't know how realistic I can get it, or I can see if I can find straw and just glue it on. So yeah. So if you wanted to make this costume and you are seeing this when I hope to have it up, you could easily just thrift pants and a vest or like a red shirt and then just make the hat if you didn't want to do everything. So yeah, but I'm going to make a prototype for the vest because I'm going to use a lining and I won't have much room to fix anything if it goes wrong, so I just want to make sure that I like how it looks first. So for the pattern, I'm actually going to use the tape method, and I'm just going to extend it a little bit because I am using a not stretchy fabric, but I feel like I could get more of like the shape of what I want the vest to look like better that way than just like drawing it out. So I'm going to get ready and do that and then transfer it, and then I will make the prototype and see if I like it. Okay, I have myself taped, so now I'm going to just start marking out what I want the vest to look like. Okay, I have it marked, so I added a princess seam, and I'm also going to add one to the back when I'm going to draft the back on this paper. And then I have the V. I might have to deepen this a little bit more. So yeah, I'm going to take this off and then I'm going to transfer it to paper and just smooth it out as needed. Okay, so I made the prototype, and the changes that I made, I took a little bit off of for the front side piece, I took some off the top because it was a little bit too long, and then for also that same piece, I took an inch off of the side where it will connect to the back piece because it was a little too big. And then also I won't be adding a seam allowance on the back side piece because I also took off from there as well. So I'm going to get ready and cut out the pattern using the actual fabric. And this is the fabric that I got from Goodwill. So yeah. Also, I have enough of this that I'm probably just going to use this for the lining as well instead of using a different fabric. Okay, I connected the first pieces and now I have the right sides and the lining together, and I have left this part open to flip it inside there and then the bottom. So I'm gonna sew all around and then flip it inside out and top stitch. Okay, so I searched where I connected it except for the pieces, the seams that'll connect to the front and the back so I don't have to double serge. And I serged around the bottom because it was hemming a lot, so I'm going to fold them inside out and iron it down and then top stitch. Okay, so I made the vest. Now I'm going to make the hat. I'm going to make it out of foam. And it's like a bendable foam, not one of the more stiff foams. So I'm gonna draft a pattern. I measured around my head, so that's gonna be like this part of the hat, and then I will use that length for the circumference of the top. So it's gonna be like a circle, a long rectangle, and then a circle with the center cut out. I don't think that is true to how his hat is, but I figured that'd be the easiest way to try to make it. So yeah, I'm going to get ready and draft those patterns. Okay, I'll explain how I'm doing the gluing in a second, but this is the top part. I'm wearing a bonnet so that I don't have anything to cover the glue that I already did, but obviously I think it's a little too big, so I'm gonna cut it down. It does fit a little bit. I don't think I could push it on my head. Well, maybe I could, but I'm gonna cut it down. I feel like I've made essentially a top hat, and This kind of just looks hilarious to me. And just for fun, this is what it looks like currently. I look like Doug Dimmadome, I feel like. So I'm gonna cut this down a few inches and see if that makes it look a little better, and then if so, I will get ready and glue it to this part. Okay, so how the glue works, you mix equal parts of this, and I'm using Q-tips, but I take off the cotton part, and then I put it on here, and I just put it in place, and I had to like hold it for all of this, because it takes a few minutes for it to set, and then it takes, I think, like 4 to 6 hours for it to cure. So the first part has been curing overnight. I'm gonna put this part, and then I'm gonna paint it yellow, even though I didn't show you the top. It dries black or gray, and there's a ton all over, so I'm still gonna paint over it yellow to just see if that just so I can have a base when I put it on the straw if anything shows through, but I'll do that for the top after the rim cures a little bit. Okay, my sister talked some sense into me, and instead of using straw, I'm going to use yarn. I'm hoping that lined up uniformly, this will look or resemble straw. The reason why I don't know if I mentioned, I bought a bale of hay or straw from Joann's, 2 actually, because their website said that they were out low on stock, so I placed a pickup order, but then I had to stop by the store anyways before my order was ready, and they had a ton. But it is, I'll put a picture up if I have one, but it is just a bale of hay, and there's it's not uniform, so I'd have to go through, pick out the pieces I want, cut them down, and I think it just would be easier and less time to just use the yarn, so I'm going to start doing that, and then yeah. Okay, I feel a little bit like that Goldilocks story, because it took me multiple different glues to find which one worked best. So I was using E6000, and I just wasn't really vibing with it. I felt like it was drying really quick to the point where I couldn't get pieces down, and then just how the bottle is, once you open it, it keeps coming out, so you have to close it and all of this stuff. So then I tried Elmer's glue, their extra strong formula, and I felt like it was a little too wet, better than the E6000. But I got this clear gel tacky glue from Walmart, and I feel like this one has been working well so far, so that's what I'm using, and I'm just cutting out little pieces of yarn and gluing them down. For the outer rim of the hat, I'm just gluing them, and then when I flip it over, I'll glue the rest. So yeah. Okay, so I finished with everything. The last things that I did for the hat, I sewed a band to wrap around it, a red band, because his hat has a red band. I also finished the hat. And I sewed, for the jeans, I cut them off to make them kind of more of a capri length, and I frayed them a little bit, and then also for the buttons, I sewed them on, and I used the buttonhole stitch on my machine to do the buttonholes, and yeah.
I know exactly who I am. I'm Monkey D Luffy. And I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Being a pirate has been my dream for as long as I can remember. And I'm finally making it a reality. We're heading up to the Grand Line, where even more adventures await us. And at the end of the journey, we're gonna find the ultimate treasure, the One Piece, and become king of the pirates. And it's a good thing we're not stained with East Blue. We're going to the Grand Line.
Thanks for watching. I really hope you liked this video. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on my social medias. I do like how this turned out. A few changes that I would have done. I would have made the rim of the hat a little bit smaller because I feel like the hat was a little big, but I think that it's still fine. I also would have frayed the jeans a little bit more, so just like found a way to make it look more frayed than it does. But either way, I think the costume looks great. I think it looks pretty accurate to Luffy, and yeah, until next time, bye guys, and happy Halloween.